I've been making monsters for over 40 years. I've always enjoyed scaring people, and now I do it professionally. From Queen Aliens to Alice Cooper stage props, we delight in resurrecting the darkness. With our tight-knit team of sculptors, artists, and mechanics, we create your worst nightmares. This is Making Monsters. Frankly, I'm a little bit nervous about this 30-foot skeleton for Creepy Woods. It's the biggest thing we've done. We have no precedence for this. And on top of that, we have this custom Bigfoot for Phil Morris. Okay. Phil Morris with Morris Costumes made the original gorilla suit that was used in the Patterson film, shot in 1967. And it was a fraud, and by shaking the camera and having him far enough away, you know, it worked. For Phil at Morris Costumes, this is going to be great. For his presentations, it's going to read great from the stage. Should be a hoot. He kind of got tired of people still believing in Bigfoot, so he's going around doing lectures debunking Bigfoot. To help Phil in his stage presentation, we're doing a Hollywood quality Bigfoot, and he'll be able to dress somebody up and just add a little pizzazz to the show. The first thing I need to do to make this Bigfoot costume is work on the underskull. Well, this is a two-part plastic that I'm being very sloppy with, and it makes a rigid plastic that we use for these underskulls. The underskull is something that we had developed for a gorilla costume years ago. When you slip this thing on, the mouth opens, and then the lips, as it goes further, the lips peel off the teeth. So it's like, you know, so as you open, it's like that kind of thing. So it looks like a ferocious beast. And it's a really cool effect. And we developed that, and I haven't done this forever. So it's not an easy thing to make. So that's done. The chemicals are reacting. We'll wait about 15-20 minutes and come back and pull it out. The time has elapsed. I'm going to pull these out. So this has to be trimmed, but this part goes under your chin. So the Neanderthal talks and screams and looks cool. While the crew gets started on the Creepy Woods skeleton, I can get back to debunking the Bigfoot legend. We're calling in Jordu Shell from LA to sculpt a really high-quality Bigfoot for Philip Morris.
All right.
I have your water, master. Okay, so here it is. What do you think?
Okay, this ain't my first barbecue.
All right, well, you just let me know if you need anything. I'll be right over there.
Okay.
All right, have fun, Jordu.
I'll try. It's a lot of fun to work on a conspiracy theory project with Ed. He has so many conspiracy theories, and he's so desperately insane, like Loch Ness and Bigfoot and the Yeti, and that it's fun to work with him on something that I know he's passionate about, whether he believes in it or not. Well, we're doing this a little backwards. Normally, you sculpt your character, and then you create a core from the molds of the character you've created. We're going the other way around. There is a pre-made core that I have to sculpt over.
How's our monkey man coming?
Well, not too far in the half an hour you've given me.
Well, that's pretty darn fast.
I'm just kind of still getting structures right.
Right. Now the lips, are we
See, that's what I'm talking about. I don't have any time, and already. What? Go on, what?
Well, they just look a little thick.
Well, they might be. But I've been on it for 30 minutes.
Okay. And also, he seems
Give me
a little...
32 minutes.
All right, I'll give you
Seems a little what?
A little wide.
That's the form, man. I'm stuck to a certain form, and doing it this way definitely limits my creativity.
All right, well, quit monkeying around and speed up. So Jordu's sculpture's been coming along very nicely, and I'm going to check in on him with my chimpanzee mask that I'd done in high school. This is amazing. I was putting some stuff away, and I found this. The very first distortions mask.
Really?
Yes. This is it.
Ed comes up to me and he says, I've got something very special to show you, Jordu, and well, you're gonna love this. And, oh my goodness gracious, sakes alive.
Hi, Jordu. Be gentle. Can't believe I still had it. It's got a little strap. I'd put it on.
He shows me the very first mask he ever made, which is a long time ago. For nostalgic reasons, of course, I thought it was really cool.
But now you can't have this. Now, listen, Jordan, you don't even want this. Look, it's wrinkly. And
you know I do want it. But...
No, you don't. Get something good.
So what are you really going to do with this?
Oh, hey. Don't even think about it.
Yeah, you know what? I can't believe how precious you get about this stuff when it's been sitting in a box.
Maybe it's just because you
for
like
40 years. If I didn't exist, you wouldn't care about this stuff. You say, well, it's very special. It's only special because I think it's special. Ed is so fickle. Really?
Give me that monkey.
I was thinking I'm going to throw it away.
You don't want this. Look, you got stuff like that. You don't need the little monkey.
I want the little monkey.
Say goodbye to Jordu. Goodbye, Jordu. I just thought you'd like to see it.
The idea of it just sort of rotting away in some box here at Distortions annoys. It annoys. I've taken a shot at doing some Bigfoots before. This, I hope, will be my best yet. I would like to think that I could sculpt as much of this thing as possible. I just don't know if I'll actually have the time to sculpt the chest and the hands and, of course, the big feet. Hey.
Hey.
How you doing? So you imagine this with, like, nice, thick hair with some gray in it, nice big beard.
Oh, yeah. But now, listen, do you have, like, a tool or something?
For what?
I just want to show you something. A
For
big
what?
tool. Now, don't go all Neanderthal. Just a little tool. No, I'm kidding. It looks fantastic. Are you kidding me? There is one thing, though.
Go on.
I was just thinking that lower lip. Mm-hmm. Could you push that so it's just a little fatter?
Calm down. Calm down.
I'm not getting excited.
You're getting very excited.
I just don't want to mess up all your work.
I mean, that's a little more of a lip there, you know, and it adds just a little more of a humanoid element to it.
Well done.
All right.
Wow. Jordu did an awesome job on the Bigfoot head, but he is off to LA, and I've got a smaller paint job to do with Bigfoot. To paint Bigfoot, I'm going to start with a dark flesh. And, I'll try to put some little Jordu shell spots and wrinkly things and on there, you know, so that it looks like Hollywood. Once that's dry, I'm going to go over with a brown rub out. There's not much face that shows, but what face does show, it needs to be kind of gritty and beefy and mean looking. I do not believe in Bigfoot at all. They just can't seem to find one, shoot one, take a good picture, don't think he exists. I'm taking a lot of artistic liberties because we don't know what Bigfoot would look like exactly. I've been wanting to debunk this Bigfoot thing forever. Phil Morris and his wife Amy actually made the original Patterson film Bigfoot suit. So there is nobody more qualified than Phil to talk about this fraud. I think he always saw it as a big joke, but it was just kind of like, you sell tricks to a magician, you don't tell how the trick works, and I think he just kind of looked at it that way for years. But I think as time went on, he decided to start talking about it. He wanted us to do this really, really state-of-the-art Bigfoot to take with him on this tour circuit that he's doing on Bigfoot to expose this thing. I'm a little surprised at how many people are unwilling to accept that it's not real. It was one incredible hoodwink, let me tell you. I just hope that by debunking Sasquatch that I haven't stuck my big foot in my mouth. Right now I'm putting on the brown tooth stain that shows that Bigfoot has not been using his brush or flossing. Now that the Bigfoot's done, we can get the hair on it and get it finished up quick because Phil is coming to town in 2 days. This is the stuff that Hollywood uses. I am going to hot glue this hair to the mask I think this costume is going to be a big boost to the lecture because there's a lot of left brain stuff going on, but Bigfoot showing up in the room, that's real right brain excitement.
Marsha, come to the paint room. Marsha, come to the paint room.
Hey, Ed.
Marsha, what do you think?
I like it. Yeah.
It's kind of weird. The hair's a little lighter.
Snarl at me.
How's the breath?
It's Bigfoot breath.
Oh, thanks a lot. It's really creepy, and it's in the woods.
Creepy Woods! Creepy Woods was great, but now the fun and games are over, and now we're off to the Crest Theater in Greeley, Colorado. And Phil Morris is going to give a lecture on the real Bigfoot.
We had picked several places to hold this class on Bigfoot. We decided the best place would be right here in Greeley, the capital of strange and weird creatures. As a special surprise for our audience here tonight, I have asked this gentleman to come forward. He is the man who actually wore the costume for Roger Patterson in the 1967 film. Bigfoot Bob.
I was a friend of Roger's to begin with. I was asked to wear the suit. I wore the suit. So I said, this is enough. I'm going to let people know that that was a hoax.
That's Bigfoot, Bob Hieronymus.
And now you know the whole story about Bigfoot. But I want to show you the new Bigfoot costume. Would you come out, if you would, please? Bigfoot. This is not a real Bigfoot. It's just a costume. You couldn't scare anybody. Oh, wait a minute. We talked with the Distortions that maybe you ought to make a real tremendous Bigfoot costume for us. And that's exactly what they did. It's absolutely a piece of artistry.
You find out at all this time, all these years, that it's really just a bluff. But it's a good one.
I had heard Phil's lecture before, but with Bob there and with the costume there, it was really great. To me, it was a home run, the whole thing.